This is a video chart presentation of Cleveland Biolabs Inc. It's a NASDAQ listed stock trading our ticker CBLI. Wrapping the week up here with purely a bottom play. Less than a year ago, the stock was trading above $2 a share. Has really fallen off. I don't know what's gone on fundamentally with CBLI to warrant this sort of a drop in value. This is just a technical look at the company's stock chart. But since this last fall from over top of $1, stock held its support at 63 cents. Stock price has bounced up off that bottom support. Found a pretty heavy resistance right at 75 cents. Retraced, made a slightly higher low, and closed up on Thursday about 5% at 73, right near that resistance point again. So I want to keep an eye on this today and going into next week to see if it's going to snap through that point. Obviously, we're going to see indicators buried. Stock price just lost about half its value. But we're seeing a little bit of signs of life. MACD moving back towards zero. Still very early on, obviously. A long ways to that point at negative 0.05. But slowly climbing, indicating we could be seeing a trend shift. A little bit of a PPO ADX type of pinch. Now the ADX cooling off slightly, giving some early on signs that downward pressure could be losing some strength. Buying pressure that's come in has the MFIs moving upward. All three components even breaking above 50 at this point. In all actuality, that's a bullish look. The accumulation distribution making some higher lows in February, indicating some bargain hunters might be coming in and grabbing some shares of this stock. Can also see that in the Chaikin money flow, which has moved up into the green, saying over the last 20 periods, buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure. Commodity channels at 91.5. Technical buy signal for that indicator comes on the break of 100. Full stow trying to hold in that area of 50, saying that some bullish momentum is building. And the tricks, it's a lagging indicator, not going to get much from that in this sort of a play. Did drop a bullish cross recently though, but it's a far cry from showing a bullish trend, which would be signaled by breaking through zero. You can see the relative strength index also moving upward, coming from heavily oversold to now the 7, even pushing back above 50. I want to see all three components, the black line, the 7, the red and gold lines of 14 and 21, above 50 and holding over top of 50 to show that the bulls have control and momentum, which still has a ways to go to see that happen. But at this point, it is showing some momentum is trying to build. I want to note this bottom support at 63. Any deep pullback, that would be the bottom I'd be looking for. In the more near term, I'd look right through that area of 68 cents. Keeps a relatively close stop loss with Thursday's closing price at 73. And I'm always looking for higher lows to be built, so it'd be important for it to try and develop some sort of uptrend to hold that level. To the upside, I think it's pretty clear the resistance at 75 cents. That's the key resistance point I'm looking for to be broken. Of course, with the big gap down, there's not any more resistance really in the way. A little bit right there, I'd say that's probably 85 cents at the high off the initial bounce. Of course, the 50-day moving average is dynamic. It's coming down. It's going to lend to that resistance point as well. So point being, should 75 be broken, I'd look to 85 to see if that's going to set itself up as a stronger resistance point. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead. There'll be a little bit more resistance at 97. Long term, right up there at $1.10 to fill that gap. That's better than a 50% move from current levels. So I wouldn't look for anything like that to happen in the coming days. Stay near-term focused. Pay attention to this 75 cents. See if that's going to fall. And if it does go up, bump its head on 85 and pulls back. In classic TA fashion, look for that 75 cent mark to then serve as support for this chart trying to develop an uptrend of making higher highs and higher lows off of the bottom of 63. Volume picked up slightly yesterday. 674,000 shares traded. So with that, liquidity is not really a concern with this. Of course, I want to see volume stay as strong as possible to suggest buying interest when it's trying to break through resistance level and to help push these indicators of momentum and trend into much more bullish positions. So those are the things that I'll be looking for in the CBLI chart, but as always, merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.